Sanji would hate 99% of the population. Yes, even you watching this video. Now, disclaimer, don't take this video too seriously, don't take it to heart because it is just a joke. But it's true, Sanji would absolutely hate the majority of you. I know what you're thinking, but King of Toast, isn't Sanji supposed to be the greatest depiction of kindness in One Piece? Or maybe you're talking about Zoro fans. Those are good guesses, but no, that isn't the reason. You see, Sanji is the epitome of sticking to a self-imposed code, even if that very code handicaps him. He'd even rather die than break his moral codes. And yet, every single day, well-intentioned people, whether they realise it or not, do this one thing that Sanji would absolutely never forgive. It's one thing that Sanji hates, and quite frankly, it's a personal pet peeve of mine. Again, like I said, don't take it too seriously, it is just a joke. But one of the reasons why I love Sanji so much was he was the only character in fiction who can actually relate to me about this pet peeve. He shares this pet peeve that I have. I see myself in Sanji because I also live by these weird, moral, strict codes that make zero sense to anyone else. I'll just let Sanji explain what I'm talking about. Don't you dare waste food. The amount of people who casually waste food or disrespect food, like putting their bare feet on food or throwing food at people, is downright disgusting and should not be normalised. Now yes, I think it's completely valid to bin your food if A, you didn't like it, or B, you're just absolutely full and you can't eat anymore. I get that. That is not where my pet peeve comes from. The pet peeve comes from not finishing your plate or binning your food even though you're not full, downright disrespecting food for views and to do these food challenges and throwing your food at people. It's honestly, I lose respect for people. So seeing Sanji do this to full body is so satisfying. Which is why Sanji and One Piece restores my faith in humanity. How can you call yourself a One Piece fan and you downright disrespect food? Because this is a series where Zoro would eat a rice bowl, literally covered in mud, just to give thanks to a little girl. Sanji's mother eating Sanji's food despite it being ruined. Same with Luffy. Luffy did the same thing as Sanji's mother. Time and time again, we are shown the importance of food. I don't understand how you can watch One Piece and still bin your food or throw your food at people for no reason. Literally, the entire Wano arc was about making sure Wano could eat food again. Luffy's final punch, I want a world where all my friends can eat again. Like, come on now. Come on. And I know what people are going to say, bro, it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal. Just like in Wano, in real life there are millions of people starving out there, and for people to just casually waste the food like it's some kind of joke. Let's put it this way, Sanji absolutely destroyed and embarrassed Full Body when he decided to waste his soup because a fly was in his soup. Yes, in real life that would be a valid excuse, but the point of the scene is Sanji would go to extreme lengths to never ever waste food. So if even a bug being in your soup is not a good excuse to Sanji to waste your food, what do you think he would do to you if he saw you throwing food at people or crushing your food or binning your food just because you're mildly full? Oh, I'm so full, when you're not really full, you're like barely full. Why not just save it for later? Why not just give that food to somebody else? What I find really cool about Sanji is that once upon a time he also used to waste food. He also used to look down on the other chefs who actually ate those leftovers until him and Zeph were stranded on that island for months and months and months. And that's when Sanji really began to appreciate the value of food. It's only once you lose something that you see the value in it. And because of this experience, because Sanji values not starving so much, that he would even feed his enemies, Jin, Don Krieg, heck, a raging Yonko in Big Mom. Sanji goes to extremes to make sure others don't go through the same pain as he did, so that they don't starve. Yes, even if this handicaps him, even if this gets thrown back in his face, Sanji will still feed you because food is that important to him. He will never let anybody starve. All in all, if you're a Sanji fan, stop wasting your food. He would definitely Ifrit Jambe your face off, and you should count your blessings just like Sanji did after what happened with Zeph. Earlier in the video I mentioned that Sanji is the greatest depiction of kindness, but what if I told you that Shanks is the greatest depiction of masculinity? If you want to find out how and why, then click on this video over here, and I will see you there.